Is it Annie morning yet?
It is Annie morning now.
Oh!
Boom.
Oh!
Hello.
Good morning.
Good Annie morning.
Good Annie morning.
Welcome to the animation breakfast stream. How are you this morning?
I am good this morning.
Yeah.
How are you this morning?
I woke up with a cat in my face.
Oh, it sounds like a good one. Cats on your face.
Very much, yeah, it was good.
Cats on your feet. Cats on your face.
Oh yeah, Buffy slept at the end of the bed last night.
Buffy is not our cat. She's someone else's cat. She's a lovely cat. And we felt great victory.
Great victory. She was already there when you went down. You were
I know,
like,
but I still felt a great victory.
you were like, Michael, Buffy's not upstairs.
Yeah.
Where could she be?
I was hoping she would be on the bed, and she was on the bed, and I was like, oh, let's just try not to let her know that we're here. Because that's the best chance we have of her not moving.
It's stealth the bed.
We will stealth. So I'm gonna start putting some of these scenes in, I think. I think we will see.
Into what? Explain yourself.
I'm gonna start putting them on the timeline.
I see.
As you would if you were going to do, say, a storyboard. However, I'm not going to use Storyboard Pro for it because I'm lazy. Instead, I'm going to just do it all in this program.
Patrick Deza says, why are you learning Krita at Swift?
Oh, well, this is actually Toon Boom that I'm using right now. But I'm using Krita for other stuff quite a lot because it's really, really good. And it's completely free, which I love, and I want to support them because they're providing awesome free animation software for people who might not have access to the more professional animation software.
For those just kind of starting to learn, it's a great resource to practice, really.
It is. I think it's fantastic, and actually there's a lot about it that I prefer over other animation programs, especially the brushes. I think the brushes are much better than the Toon Boom brushes, which is what I'm used to using. The Toon Boom brushes are very harsh, and what you draw in your view might not be what renders out. Sometimes you draw a very smooth line, and what renders out is a bit of a wibbly wobbly line, but it's very hard to tell before you render out that's going to happen.
What kind of wibbly wobbly?
See if I can show you.
Is
What
it
kind of wibbly wobbly, he asks. I'll show you what kind of wibbly wobbly.
is it like an alias line where it's jagged, or is it
We'll
not?
see. We'll see.
Ah, Patrick,
So-
you just reminded me that I wanted to install TV Paint myself. But
Yes,
go
should.
on. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Okay. So this line looks fairly smooth to you, right? Looking at my screen,
Yeah.
it would render out more like that.
I can't see the difference from here, but I'm sure.
But I'm
people
sure
can
no
it on
one
the
can see the
screen.
difference on the stream either, because my screen will be like half the screen size. But
Zoom in
it's
then.
just because it's all very smooth now. Whereas before it was jaggedy. It's the wibble wobbles are more apparent than they were in the jiggy jaggy. It's just a style thing.
Technical terms here at Doig and Swift, wibbly wobbly, jingy jangy, you know.
all these technical terms that animators will know. So yeah, TV Paint's a great shout. My friend Sean Cunningham uses it, Paper Bag Animator, and he's fantastic.
Oh, Patrick is he really seems to like the Dam Keeper from Tonko House, and he wants to animate in TV Paint and paint in Photoshop just like Tonko House did in the Dam Keeper.
Oh my goodness.
That's a great thing to
Oh my
import.
god, yeah. Because that's a fantastic shot. And it looks beautiful. I wouldn't create a PSD file for every frame, I don't think. Because that's just going to become a pain to open.
Yeah.
I would probably create a PSD file for every shot instead. Sorry, that's the cat going crazy. I think she wants to play. I'd create a PSD file for every single shot.
Yeah.
It'll be much easier for you to animate like that because you'll be able to go back and forward between the frames like you would if you were flipping it.
You may eventually render out each frame as its own.
Oh, you will absolutely render out each frame individually, but you can do that even if you have multiple frames in the same PSD file.
Yeah.
He's probably super busy, but it's good to ask. Like, maybe he'll reply soon. I hope so.
Yeah.
Him reading your question is half the battle won. Also, good morning, Hardik. I just saw you in my chat. How's it going, dude?
How's it going, dude? India, yeah. I just tweeted something, and you...
Oh, goodness gracious. Why can't I just animate? Why do I have to spend all my time retweeting things, Michael?
Because celebrating the good times.
Just because you have a bloody book out today.
Sacrifice.
It's all about you.
I didn't actually mention that. I will mention that.
You haven't mentioned like the biggest news today.
No.
Oh my god, you silly man.
I will though. In good time.
There you are, I've retweeted you.
Thank you.
Hail and be merry.
Yeah.
So where did you learn animation? I taught myself more or less. I did go to university, but our university professor was a ex-prison guard, not an animator.
She learned it in prison.
And we just...
She's done hard time. Sorry.
And we just learned from the pages of the Animator Survival Kit. So I just got that book, which is a really, really good book to start out.
So would you say you were taught by Richard Williams directly?
I'd say everybody is pretty much taught by Richard Williams if they have that book. But yeah, I just figured it out. It helps being around other people who want to learn it too, because you can figure stuff out together, you know?
Yeah,
so that was
the source material, and you know.
Exactly, that's the good thing about university, is even if we weren't being taught that much by the tutors, we were sharing what we learned with one another a lot of the times.
Yeah, you can get confused together.
Yeah, exactly. Confused together is better than confused alone.
Hello. Are you on top?
So I need to know what a piano looks like, and I'm about to try and draw one. Let me just... Grand piano.
Hello. Get hugs.
I'm not cool, Arnick. I'm jealous because I don't have a book out today.
Yeah, you don't have a book out today.
Oh.
I've got a book out today.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm Scottish, so I'm originally from Edinburgh, although I've not really lived there much of my life. And Swifty is English.
Yeah, I'm from the Ingerlands, the lands of Eng, far across the ocean, on a tiny island. And I think Manchester is pretty much where I spent most of my childhood.
Most of your days.
Maxing out, relaxing, all cool. And all drawing some Sonics outside of my school.
When all of a sudden there was...
Are you going off script?
Yeah.
When a couple of guys
who were
drawing,
saying, "How's it going, dude?"
Oh my gosh, this is a terrible story.
All about
it started making trouble. Oh no! It never ends.
Oh my god, Hunter Boy, don't listen to the Proudy Bear.
Thank you, Hardik. I appreciate the hug.
Proudy Bear's got kitty. He keeps getting booped on the nose because of my headphone cable.
Proudy Bear sounds like a great book.
So where are you from, Patrick? Where do you hail from? Are you studying, or are you like learning animation off your own back? It's pretty cool that you were contacting Dice. I love his color and light. Love, love, love. Yeah, get comfy. Oh, you turning? There you go.
He's got a cat. He's talking to the cat.
I'm talking to you.
What, me? Asking me if I'm turning?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't understand. Oh, thanks, Patrick. Lucky me, I've just found a good picture of someone playing the piano. So I'll be using this as reference. Let me copy and paste him in.
I think eventually I'm going to get a Buffy cam. This is too cute.
Hi. A Buffy cam?
Yeah.
You mean a webcam? Because we have one of those.
Yeah.
One of those already. Oh, you mean you're going to attach a camera to Buffy?
Oh, that would be... No, I wouldn't.
So we can see where she goes.
I wouldn't do that to you.
We can see her coughing up hairballs in, like, first perspective. That would be great.
First perspective.
First person perspective. First person. First person.
Yeah, get comfy. Get comfy. That's it. Aww.
See, now I know how to draw a grand piano. It's easy when you know how. By using reference.
Oh, you went to art school for game production. I kind of did a similar thing. I had a kind of generalist course at university. It was like umbrella termed computer art, which when you say that now these days, computer art sounds really kind of dinosaur terminology.
You think?
Like
motion graphics or computer graphics?
Well, computer art sounds like art made by the computer. You know, like.
Is that art made on a computer?
I would probably have just called it something like.
Art made out of computers. Yeah, what would you term it, Mike?
What would I term it? I'm thinking what would be
digital
better.
art?
Well, digital art is a little bit closer, yeah. Like, it's probably like well, you wouldn't necessarily have to do it for entertainment. That's a good question. I probably would have just called it art.
So how would you know whether it was made on a computer or not?
Contemporary art for the digital age. I probably would just called it like a games art and animation course. But then it would have been too specific. You know what, computer art, fine, whatever.
Okay, we've come full circle.
It's kind of a term that doesn't mean anything. It just is an umbrella term. But we did modules in 3D animation, 2D animation, 3D modeling, persuasive narrative, which was filmmaking, how to create a film, a time-based narrative that would convince people of something.
Patrick says that he knows principles, but is too afraid to animate. But yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's okay to make mistakes. It's encouraged to make mistakes because that's how you learn. Yeah, don't be afraid. Just go for it, man. You can do it. 100%. None of us really know what we're doing, but
yeah, string some frames together, watch them back, see where you notice that you can improve, and just iterate. And if it gets to the point where you're like, I don't know how to then make this better, show it to someone who does. They'll give you a nudge. They might get you to see it in a new way, or show you something that would influence how you work on it. Just build up.
Yeah, the best thing you can do is just to dispel that fear. Even if it just means deliberately doing like 10 wrong animations. If you get rid of that fear that starting is gonna be pointless, then you can relax and have fun when you animate. And when you do that, you make your best work.
Hardik, give Patrick some exercises. You got this.
But I remember someone else who came to the stream once saying, "Can you give me some animation exercises?"
Yeah, I remember someone who said that.
And it was Hardik, and looking at how far he's come now and how amazing he is at animation. Like, I'm just so happy for him. I'm so proud. So I think definitely asking and pursuing that actively is a great thing, Patrick. Yeah. Prepare to get taught.
Hardik is cracking his knuckles.
Senpai Hardik is in the house.
Yeah, we've known Hardik for about a year now, and
his improvement over that year has been crazy.
It's setting him on the literal path.
This is how I was taught.
It seems really silly when you think about the first stepping stone.
It's like 100% about one thing which Hardik has got is that he is very self-motivated and about practicing, and he doesn't mind doing things again if they don't work out. So the best way to learn is just to keep doing it, do it a lot, and don't worry about the mistakes so much.
Share early, share often. Like, anyone that's going to judge you on like a work in progress is not really worth the effort to care about.
Oh, everyone is worth the effort to care about.
Okay,
that's fine. The indie counterpoint.
I just mean,
but you shouldn't let it stop you.
Yeah. I love all these faces that you're throwing in there. Okay, I think I'm gonna start another one of these. I'm not really feeling this one.
You're not feeling it?
No. You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna so I was going through a lot of old drawings, and I took a photo of some of them, and I noticed there was one that I must have done from reference that looked kind of cool to be a bare naked lady. So I'm gonna go find it. I'm just searching on my phone quickly.
How hard is it to be a freelance animator? Do you mean hard as in how hard is it to get into, or how hard is it day to day to do the work? I suppose I could just answer both. In terms of whether it's hard to get into or not, I didn't actually find it was that difficult to get into. The work tends to come to you once you become well known enough for people to start offering it to you. And the way to do that, as far as I could tell, was just to keep putting my work online on Twitter. And if I got lucky, someone who had a big following would retweet it. And I think a lot of people saw it through me entering Monthly competitions. But it's not a competition, it's more like a community exercise, I guess.
It's I would say it's like a celebration.
Yeah, it's almost like a mini festival every month. Monthly is something that Ross O'Donovan does, and essentially it's just that he chooses a theme, and you can follow the theme or not follow the theme, and he will look for animations on that day, #AniMonthly, and retweet them, and he has a big old following. And also he's into animation himself and is just a generally cool dude.
Yeah, so it's a great way to be discovered and discover other animators to...
Yeah, it's a great exercise to do as well, because you get given a prompt and then you have a limited amount of time to do it. It's a very short deadline, which teaches you how to do deadlines, which is great. And also helps you get a better hand on how much you can do in a certain amount of time. Yeah, so yeah, I did a lot of Monthlies, and through getting retweeted by Ross, I think people saw my stuff. I did some collaborations as well for the game Grumps, and I think people saw my stuff through that. And once people knew I was around, I got a fair amount of people asking if I could do stuff with them, which was really cool. In terms of how hard is it day to day, it's super duper difficult, mainly because if you're freelancing, you're the one who has to completely manage your own time. There's no one scheduling it for you. You have to be the one to decide when all your deadlines should be, when you need to get all this stuff.
Yeah, you need to structure your own time.
Roughed out, yeah, you have to structure your own day. And animation takes so long. And you have to decide what you can and can't take on. and people like me will end up taking on way too much work and then having difficulty completing all the stuff to the quality they want.
I'm gonna interject here with Hardy saying he's he's just
Also, I just wanted to say very super quick before you go on to a different subject that the pay isn't that great for freelance, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hardix is saying, no, seriously, I don't think I've said this enough, but I don't know what I'd be doing if you hadn't started streaming and helping him throughout his like animation development, which is
Dick.
Dude, it's like 10% us giving you nudges and 90% all your own steam.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's all you, Hardik. You've been the one doing all the animations and pushing yourself every single time. We can take very, 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 very little credit for anything to do with your animation development. It's all been you pushing yourself.
And M. Bolto says, "Is that what I think it is?"
Hello, it might be. Yes. Welcome to the stream. So M. Bolto is who is arranging this Game Grumps collaboration that I'm currently working on.
Oh, I should have said the other one first. Yeah, you're grumping it up. Can I just answer this question quickly? I am also a freelancer, Patrick. Yes, or is he your personal colorist?
Well, he is also sometimes a personal colorist.
Yeah.
Depending on how nice he's feeling that day.
India and I like collaborate on a lot of stuff, and a lot of the time it's me coloring something or compositing something. But I'm a freelance comics colorist. So currently I'm working on a book series called Coda, and the first issue of that is out in comic book stores today. Yeah, today. New comic book day.
Yeah, image up. Stick it up there because it looks great.
Sure. Yeah, I think I tweeted about it, so I'll grab that.
Please don't take my words out of context.
Get it up there.
Stick it up there.
Drop the image. Yeah, so the front cover, I didn't do much on this. I didn't do anything on this, but this is all Matthias, and it's so gorgeous.
Matthias is the artist working on it, so Matthias does all the lines, and he gave colour guidance to Mike, and Mike's been the one applying all the colours.
But the thing I'm showing is something like that's the reference. That was what I was showing when I was like being brought into the project. It was like, do you want to work on this? I was like
yeah.
Yeah. There's also, you know, there's been like countdown and stuff.
Yeah. As someone who's currently involved in 4 projects at the same time with 3 more on standby, all I can say is taking on too many things that are 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, beware.
If you reach a certain threshold, I think in terms of quality that people would want, part of it starts to become picking which projects are going to benefit you more or which ones you're more interested in.
Yeah, and it's really difficult when all of the projects are things which you really, really like. You know, what do you do when you're doing something for some of your favourite artists ever, and then Disney wants you to do something and there's not time? Like, having to say no to really good opportunities is difficult, but I guess it's one of the first lessons of freelancing.
How to pick your battles.
There's just no time. But yeah, I didn't say no to a lot of stuff, and now I have way too much work on. But on the bright side, it is all awesome, exciting work that I'm happy to be a part of. I just have to now figure out exactly how I'm going to manage to do it all.
Yeah.
So freelancing is very, very fun, but also there are a lot of days when it's very, very difficult. There are a lot of days when I have tantrums and end up stomping around or throwing myself on the floor and being like, why have I done this to myself? Why do I do this? So that part of it is real.
Yeah, and the problem gets worse when another project has been added to benefit one you're already on. So it's like, and Balti's still typing what he's saying. So this was an old drawing that I found that I thought was kind of cool. So I was gonna steal the base framework for it. Plus, I like showing it. So the face and head structure is pretty bad. So I was gonna replace that with a bear head.
I love your solution to things. The head and face structure is not great, so I'm just gonna make a bear head instead.
Yeah.
This is Mike's ongoing project he has called Bare Naked Ladies, where he puts bear heads on lady bodies.
That's the one.
Because why wouldn't you? Because why not?
I wouldn't be freaking out if I hadn't added this to my to-do list, but what I've just added is sure to help the thing that I haven't finished yet. India's had this sort of similar experience where she's working on one project, and there are several other projects going on in the same sort of ballpark, and she wants to work on all of them, but all of them are like running in parallel. So it's like, this is great, that's great, that's great. Oh my god! I think I'm gonna grab the animation pencil for this. I really like the feel of I need a kind of burnt feel now. That's the eraser because I'm on the mask.
Oh, it's okay. It gives me something cool to do in the morning streams. So don't even worry about it. I wouldn't take it on if I didn't want to do it. I don't want to do it. The problem is me wanting to do too many things.
The animation pencil I just mentioned is a brush from Cal's brushes. So if you've got a recent version of Photoshop, it comes as standard with that now. Or if you want a legacy thing, we search Cal's brushes for some of the older brush packs, and there's an animator pencil in there.
I'd say that you are far more likely to be stressed out than I am, though, and Balto, since you're the one having to organise a rabble of many, many different animators who are known to not be the most organised people in the world.
A rabble?
Yeah. I think that is the official term for a group of animators.
Oh, and Balto says, your art is fantastic, by the way, both of you.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude. Your music is fantastic.
For those of you that aren't aware, India commissioned... What is...
Well,
I just know
I barely commissioned.
Okay.
He more or less volunteered his time to do it in exchange for me working on this, which was super duper kind.
Okay.
Because
India
for music of that quality, normally you'd have to pay a lot more.
Yeah, okay. Oh, fair. Okay. India collaborated with... I don't know Balto's first name.
I've seen it once or twice. Is it... and also, let us know what it is. I have a feeling it might be Matthias or something similar, but I don't want to stick to that in case I get it wrong, you know?
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to be like more casual.
Is it? No, Miguel. Miguel!
There we go.
Now we can call you by your first name
cool.
instead of your second name.
Miguel helped India to craft a trailer music for Girl in the Glim, which we're excited to work on once other projects, as we just talked about, give us some space. But it sounds awesome. It's
on hold for the second, along with a ton of other personal work, while I get some projects out of the way. But yeah, it's a beautiful piece of music. You could hear it on our Patreon, which I don't mean to be plugging, but that is the place you can hear it.
That is the only place you can hear it, yeah.
But it's completely free to look at, so you don't have to support us in order to see any of the content. You can just go and browse around there if you want. It's more like a blog than anything else.
Blog tutorials.
And it's just Doig Swift. It's both of our names together.
I think this should work. There you go. Ah, there was my spiel. Discover our tips and advice as we share our process, the struggles we've overcome. We want art and animation to be as approachable as possible. That sounds so corporate, and we might change that up. But we do really believe that, like, learning about animation or comics or working on stuff, it needs to be like demystified, or like just if you have a question, you find an answer.
Yeah, because it is a scary thing to do. So you don't need to sound any scarier. Sometimes you need to hear that people just like do find it hard, and it is difficult. It's fine to have trouble with it. Aline!
Oh, thanks for linking the specific music post, Hardik. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Hardik. Good morning, Aline. Who says, I'm waiting for the day when Idris self-promotes without apologising about it for 30 minutes. That day will never come.
It's gotten to the point where even in person, people can tell which one of us is gonna like accept someone trying to pay us something. Like, you remember that point where at someone's table, and you wanting to I think they were trying to initiate a trade, or they were just wanting to give you something, and you were like, no, and they just sort of like didn't even reply to you. They just kind of like turned and looked at me and just handed it to me instead.
People can get around me if they go through like
Ramu Wario X. Okay, I'll try again. Ramu Wario X. Good morning.
Good morning. And Mikkel, yeah, it was weird the way it happened, because I'd been intending to contact you regarding doing the music, and then you messaged me. So it was really weird timing the way it lined up.
You had been thinking to do that though, like you were.
Yeah, I'd been talking to you like a couple days before about how I was planning to contact people.
Yeah.
And then you just messaged me, and I was like, well, I guess it's time.
It's fate. Just call you Ra. Okay, awesome. Ra.
Ra, like the god of the sun.
Ra, 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 ra.
Ra, ra, fight the power.
Oh, nice. There are only two kinds of people in this world. Those who, when they hear row, row, sing row your boat, and those who sing fight the power. Which one are you? Row, row.
The type who like Power Rangers, and the kind who don't like Power Rangers.
Did you watch Power Rangers growing up?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Megazord! My favourite one was the Saber-Tooth Tiger.
Why?
Because it was a Saber-Tooth Tiger.
Okay.
And I really liked Saber-Tooth Tigers.
Is it just because it's a cat?
It's a very cool cat.
Ali knows neither of these references. Okay, let's break it down. Row, row your boat is an old children's like nursery rhyme.
Row, row, row your boat gently downstream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. That's it. And
the other one is a song used in an anime called Gurren Lagann.
Rah, rah, fight the power. Do the impossible, live the dream, or something.
Yeah. It's a great song.
I fight the power on a boat! Miguel has the best of both worlds.
On that boat.
And I think that was a Pirates of the Caribbean reference.
Was it?
I guess there are a third and fourth kind of people, so they're like, oh no.
Those who don't know either of them.
My type of people are expanding.
There are only 2 types of people. Those who know by... Oh, sorry, 10. Fuck, I fucked it up.
Yeah.
There are only 10 types of people in the world. Those who know what binary is and those who don't.
Did you say 10 type of people? Is that because it's a 1 and a 0? Is that the joke?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. So funny.
You're obviously one of the people that understand binary.
I think I just understand your sense of humour.
I didn't make that up at all.
You didn't make it up?
No.
Oh my gosh,
That's
no,
on
there's another
t-shirts.
one.
It's on t-shirts everywhere.
No.
At all good stores. Much like the comic I worked on.
Ah, nice segue.
Yeah, Aline, if you want to go into your local comic book store, I think it's in France, I don't know, then go and buy a comic that I've colored. It's called Coda. It's cool.
Hardik says, I fucked up. Objective A. Kill all humans. Kill all humans. I've been listening to that song a lot. It's really good.
Did he just trigger you?
A little bit.
I love how triggerable you are for like songs that you know and enjoy. Sure, I'll write it down for you, Ali.
Coda. We're gonna go get it after the stream.
Yeah.
From our local comic book store.
The Big Bang. How did we get to know one another? Oh, it was arduous.
It was a long and difficult process.
Yeah. She tried to stab me. I tried to parry. There was a moment where we were on a rooftop. There was so much red tape.
The best friends are the ones that you can't easily stab.
No, the best friends are the ones that you stab, but they don't run away.
I tried to hire Mike to work with me or something.
I bled out on her carpet.
And I was successful in doing so. And then we got to know each other through doing that project. Pretty much, that's a long story short.
First we were colleagues, then we were friends, then we were more than friends.
And now we're just friends again. And now we're mortal enemies! Where should your eyes go? Probably you should be looking down.
Oh, cool. Okay, one thing cool happened was Alien's gonna steal it and emulate it. You will regret this. One day I'll replace you. I'll erase you from existence. I'll take credit for your work. Tell people Doig was my old nickname. Ali knows it's Rabbit. And Ra says, you know what? You guys have inspired me. I'm gonna go get my ass to attempt to draw, so excuse me if I don't type much more. I'm having you two as a background.
Oh, heck yes!
Oh yeah!
Working alongside is the best thing.
Ambient Doig and Swift. In the background of your life. Encourage you to draw.
I hope it goes well, that's awesome. Get them drawing tools out. It's time to start off your morning the right way. With pencil shavings and a cup of tea and good friends.
Alien's pretty much trying to become the all-powerful artist. She
really is. I'm frightened. She's going to take over.
I think if the cloning process was like more affordable and available, Alien would probably clone herself.
Yeah, I would.
Have them learn all the things, and then she would invest all of that energy and learning and everything and try and reabsorb them.
As long as they could like self-learn. If I would have to teach them, then really what's the point? Because I'm losing time having to teach them how to do stuff. So they'd have to be able to like teach themselves. Like ideally they would just be born already knowing how to do all the stuff.
No, that's not how development works.
But that would be the best.
They would learn it. They would have to actively like as if they were a person, a human. They would be human. They'd be
as if they were human. Clones aren't people. That's what Michael Doig thinks.
They have no soul.
Put that on a t-shirt and smoke it.
While you're wearing it.
I got mixed up with my metaphors.
Put a t-shirt on your pipe.
Put a t-shirt on it. If you liked it, then you should have put a t-shirt on it.
That is a thing that happens in an anime called Naruto, where one of the characters has a cloning technique, and they have him split himself out into lots of multiple versions, and they're all attempting to do the same thing. And then when he like runs out of energy, they all collapse back down into a single Naruto who has learned all the mistakes of all the other ones.
That's cheating.
That's how he
Naruto's abusing his ninja powers.
It's not abuse, that's a clever...
How come no one else does that?
Because no one else has that technique.
How come?
Because he stole it, and then it was plot devised away.
It was plot devised away. It's the best excuse. It's okay, I haven't seen Naruto, so I know very little about it.
Tim says, Aline stole all my artistic power by eating my hands.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Where is the cat?
She's probably gone for a nap or something.
Oh, probably, yeah. We, India decided to feed her, when we woke up. So,
it may have been a bad idea.
Yeah, we'll see.
She may be meowing her head off at 10 o'clock.
Nah, maybe she'll wait till 12. Nah, she won't. But she did come and get hugs after she'd eaten, so that was nice.
So Aaron will come in.
Pratt says, help, I can't find my tablet pen, pull the alarm.
No!
This ear's
Have you sat on it? Is it in the fridge?
India's just telling you her likely locations.
Yeah, is it where the food is? Is it where the toilet is?
I've done that a lot of times.
Are you actually sat on it? Try standing up and shaking yourself and seeing what falls out.
Shake it. Well, so if you were a tablet pen, where would you hide? Those are likely occasions. Like there's times when I went to go and give you a cup of tea and like I just set it down beside the kettle.
What, the cup of tea? Or the pen?
The pen. The thing we're talking about.
Sorry, I heard tea and got distracted immediately. If you're a tablet pen, where would you hide? I'd hide amongst other pens. It's the best place to disguise yourself. The Starve Kitty will just eat your face while you sleep.
We're not starving the kitty at all. Where is she? I miss her already.
It's probably asleep. I mean, that's her general cycle, right? Is that she eats, she gets affection, and then she goes to sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. She's probably on her bed again.
You can hope so.
Ryan says, but all the papers I have are filled with law school stuff. That's what the margins are for, says Ali. So you're studying law? Law school. You studying law? That's pretty cool. It probably would have been a smarter move to learn something practical.
A rabbit! That's amazing! Where is made the t-shirt? I love the expression on Mike's face. It's like,
yeah.
that is what I think.
Come down, people. That's what Michael Doig thinks.
Clones on people, that's what Michael Doig thinks.
I want that t-shirt.
Get that t-shirt printed. Make that t-shirt real.
I wish there was a way to like grab
Isn't there?
URL quickly from Restream. There's not a way to do that as far as I know, because I need to show the full image.
Just have to get Rabbit to link it to you.
Wait, nobody talk. NUH.
No.
Oh, someone talked and it moved. Nobody talk.
Oh, I see.
I need to have it hover. Come on. There we go. NUH small h GRJ. Okay, you can talk again.
Did you get?
Do I get what?
Did you get the Earl?
The Earl, yeah.
The Earl.
I got the Earl.
I remember when you used to make fun of me for saying Earl.
Of course I would make fun of you for saying Earl.
But that's the way it is. It's a URL. It's an Earl. An Earl.
So I do this, and then I do this.
Girl. Hey, girl.
Then I do this, and then I can grab it from the laptop now.
She's my girl. Aaron's beard looks very odd. I fix it. I fix it.
Now I can see it properly. Clones aren't people. That's what my Doig thinks.
What should you sketch? We need suggestions. Sketch suggestions. Sketch a wizened old man.
A wizened?
A wizened old man.
A wizened?
A wizened old man. An old warrior. Manam. Manam.
I ain't doing nothing.
Sketch a cat not being starved. Like a super duper fat cat. The fattest cat.
The sun that rises over the clouds. Luckily, it's not super bright.
Patrick's so Manamana every time in his stream. People love it. Who doesn't love it? It's great, right?
Manamana.
I won't.
Manamana.
It just gets stuck in your head. You can do it with almost anything.
Play the Rude Sandstorm. I love the little anger lines as well.
The anger lines.
Yeah, there's like little wavy lines coming off me, like I'm vibrating with my furtive belief. Furtive? I don't know. Felt like an F word.
I'm sorry if you weren't joining streams to get this music stuck in your head, Ali. But you know, it's gonna happen. It's a side effect.
I was an old warrior.
I think Doig should try and sing "Take on Me." Doig can really nail those high notes. Do you want to give it a shot, Mike?
Turn on me.
Turn on me.
You think I can really nail the high notes?
Go on.
I don't know.
Gotta keep going.
I don't know what the high notes are.
Well, find out. What comes next?
Take on me.
And then?
Take me on.
Take on me.
Take on me.
And then?
Take me on.
Do you not know the song?
I know it, but I never really remember lyrics all that well.
Do you remember the tune of it?
Take on me.
Take on me.
Take me on.
Take on me.
Ah!
There you go, nice.
You should sing it. Show me how it's done.
That's okay.
No. Wait, okay, let's see. There's a cool technique for getting the line art. So if I do not all layers, sample this, da da da, da 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 da, new layer, mask, that'll do.
That'll do, Doig.
That'll do. Wait, that's babe.
And even though forgive us that she hears the kitty. I'm sure you'll hear her soon. I'm sure she'll be back in at some point. This is what happens when we feed her before the stream.
She don't care about it.
She's like, okay, I don't need anything from you anymore.
Puppy. Oops. I'll fix it, don't worry. Puppy.
She's not going to be able to hear you.
Yes, she will.
She's probably either upstairs or in the bedroom. Hardikin says that he really wants to try singing too. You can sense nothing. Morning, Bryony.
Hey, Bryony, how's it going? How's your face?
What a song to wake up to this morning. I know, right? It's the best. Gotta wake up to your morning with some aha. Aha! The best way.
Oh no. Oh no. I did a bad. Okay.
We're not all that good at singing, but singing's fun. Oh. Stand corrected. Mike's good at singing.
I can't go higher than that, I don't think.
I bet you can. I mean, I think you went higher than that before when you were aha-ing. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Every
smooth
note.
And scrumptious like honey.
And buttery.
Yep, smooth and buttery like butter. I'm imaginative. Is there a pet in the new house? There is, Bryony. There is a cat here. Sharing comes with cat. She's called Buffy. She's adorable.
She's a super cat.
Ah, do I ever use your onion skin? I try not to. Because I find that I do better arcs and think more about the volumes if I don't use it. It was a tip I got from someone who used to animate at some of the bigger studios. He did a stream. And I'm sorry, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. It might have been Richard something. He was a very good animator either way. And he said that light boxes should really only be used for in-betweening. Or doing very, very tight together keyframes. And that eyeballing it actually helps to make your eye more accurate and you think more about the volumes rather than the lines.
I am going to get my umbrella.
So ever since then, I have tried my best not to use onion skin.
Where is my umbrella?
But I think that's always the way. Is you have no time, so you're like, I'm going to be responsible and actually pass this up. And then you end up watching everyone else doing it, being like, I could have done this.
Aha!
I did the same with the Oni collab. I don't actually watch Oni that much, so it wasn't as big a deal for me as Grumps, who I really love watching. But still, seeing everyone do all these animations for it, while I wasn't, it was like, oh man. I could have been working with all these cool people.
Did you feel like that?
A little bit, yeah.
There we go. I've just propped an umbrella to block out the sun from my face.
Oh, thanks, Miguel. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I have to now learn how to draw a cello and a double bass. How does one?
Secret coda issues that you can't see, so it's okay.
I really want all the variant covers for it. They're so nice.
There's so many.
Yeah, Sonic Reanimate Haddock. It's gonna happen as soon as things are less crazy for me. I wonder how the other Sonic Reanimate's coming along. I know that someone's doing the Adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog. Tips, you're terrible. I've never watched Oni. I didn't apply for the collab. I still find myself a part of it. I still haven't watched the full animation.
It's half an hour.
Tips, you gotta watch it though.
It's a big commitment.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. There's some really, really good animation in there. I wanted to see the head of a cello. Why is everyone showing me everything but the head of the cello? Okay, that's good. I just found one. Yeah, Ra, send the sketch through.
Yeah, please do. Show us your thing.
I did a cello the wrong way around. That's not how the head of a cello goes.
Does a cello have a head?
Yeah?
Okay.
What you talking about, Mike?
Cellos aren't people.
Okay, put that in a t-shirt. Apparently both clones and cellos aren't people. You heard it here.
They got like most
cellos are people too, Mike.
Most of the same letter as well.
Cellos are people too. Hashtag every cello matters.
You don't like things with those letters.
What cello? Do you like Jello?
Ain't gonna jello.
Or saying hello?
Yeah.
Do you like cells that you draw on?
Yeah.
I'd say that actually you do like a lot of stuff with those letters then.
It's a great argument.
You don't seem to have told me that there's anything that you don't like.
Yeah, but they don't have... Well, cells do, but... Shh.
Can I tell you which sound clip it is? I can. I wish I could show you guys, but you're not going to be able to hear it through my audio. Because we only have one mic, all our audio goes through one computer.
Hello.
So the only computer noises you'll be able to hear are from Mike's computer. Even if I play it, you won't be able to hear mine, unless it was me who had the microphone. So I do wish I could show you guys, but even if I played it, you'll be able to hear the audio. It's great though. At this point in the animation, Danny makes a mistake. Oh, thank you, Rabbit. That's perfect. That's perfect.
I'll show you. Cellos aren't people.
Cellos aren't people. At this point in the animation, which is largely about Danny trying to teach Aaron how to play the piano, or them both just collaborating and playing something together, Danny's made a mistake, and Aaron's very shocked that he's made a mistake and is calling him out for it.
Second mention of coda. Coda. Notifications. It's a warrior wizard, warrior.
Oh, bring it up on the stream so I can see too.
It's up.
It's on the stream.
What's my screen?
Oh, he's awesome.
A ye old
his axe.
warrior.
Is that a gun?
What?
No, it's another axe.
It's a shield.
Is it a shield? I can't see. You might have to rotate your screen more.
I can't because the umbrella.
Okay, let me just get up and actually walk over to you.
Move your butt.
Ah, I have to move. Oh, this is terrible. Artists shouldn't have to get up from the desk ever. Oh, it's another. It's like a pickaxe. The old wizardy warrior. Huzzah!
Where's the pickaxe?
Oh, it's got it.
That's a shield.
It's in perspective.
It's a shield.
Okay, you got to tell us what it is, and one of us will win. He's awesome.
Just say pickaxe or you.
I like his cloudy. His cloudy moustache.
Yeah. He's all grizzled.
He's the kind of wizard I'd want in my party. A wizardy warrior. His magic is axe. Sammy wants some Michael Doig merch.
It's a shield. I'm good.
Damn it!
I know what's what.
Mike knows what's what. I let you down.
Very clearly a shield, says Tibbs.
I let you down. Well, it's Now I have the challenge of drawing something which is very clearly a cello. Which is a difficult thing to do for someone who has never drawn a cello before.
Someone who doesn't know what a shield looks like.
Yeah, it's true.
Bryony, yes! Yes!
What?
Yes!
Brian's going to a local comic book store today.
Yes!
Are you going to pick up a certain book?
Are you going to read it? Are you going to read it?
She's probably going to read it, Mike.
Don't read it.
Why?
Just buy it.
And then keep it.
Yeah.
And then have it.
It will be worth things. Buy two. I'm told that the first print run of the book has sold out, which means that all of the copies that are available have been bought by distributors to sell.
Yes. Which is amazing.
Yeah. I think Forbidden Planet would.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it'll be available in pretty much all comic book stores.
They never have giant days when I go, but I have the trump card knowing the day it comes out. Yes.
I'm also always seeking giant days.
Maddie's is hopeful that like the sales in the first week are pretty high, which will make them want to print more of it.
I think it will be. I think it's going to be the new hotness. The new hotness.
It's pretty different.
Rabbit is also working on a musical animation related project. That's awesome, Rabbit. What you working on? What you working on? And sorry, Mike, what were you saying?
It's a pretty different kind of book from others you will see. Like Marius has kind of weaved into it like a bit of a kind of European feel with a bit of like old 80s fantasy style stuff. It's not similar to anything I've seen before, but similar to a lot of other.
It's not similar to anything I've seen before, but it's similar to a lot of other.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I would say that it does remind me of a European comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading that the writer, was talking about when he works on a book, and after he's seen the art from the artist, if he still kind of imagines what he'd written as being its own thing, like, let me explain that better. If he has a vision for something, and he writes it down and then gives it to the artist, if it comes back and he still holds on to that vision, like that's how he imagined the story, then that's less cool. But if he's given something like he has with Marius, where now he just sees what Marius, the world Marius draws when he's writing now, like that has eclipsed his vision for it and become his vision for it.
Yeah, because Marius is so freaking good.
There's aspects in it where, like, in the script it says something like 2 yaks are pulling this cart, but in the comic they're not yaks. They're like
deformed,
weird, creepy creature design stuff They look awesome.
It's the only comic you'll find with Mike's delicious colours in it.
Ali's gonna buy Tony one of it. I swear, guys, this is like the only day that I'm gonna super gush. It's just because it's like it's come out today. I've not worked on anything that has been published before this, so it's kind of.
And this is a dream project as well.
Yeah.
I think. Well, it would be for me, so I'm pretty sure it's for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's an interesting process to work on so far, where Mattias passes me the script. And then he's like working on the pages, sending them to me as he does them, and have kind of a steady stream of work. But I don't read ahead in the script.
Yes.
I wait for Mattias's page, so it's a surprise to me, and then work from like his color direction that he sends me. So it still feels cohesive because he's read the script, he's drawn it, he has given me the first impression, but it just keeps it fresh and surprising.
And, yeah, and even though Mike's been working on it next to me for the past couple of months, I haven't actually looked properly at it. I've been keeping myself away from it so that when I read it I could see it all for the first time. So there's a lot of pages that I don't think I'll have seen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in knowing which one's your favourite.
But we will no doubt be tweeting about it once we go and get the book.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We should actually charge the phone. Mine's at 8%.
Yeah, maybe that's a good plan.
They're doing a thing though where it's 40 pages, like it's a double-sized issue for the
Oh, I forgot about that, and now I'm even more excited.
Yeah. Plus it says there's like stuff in the back of it as well, so there might be like
designs.
Probably like illustrations and stuff.
I can't wait. And I'm getting it today.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I hope it's an art book. I want it to be an art book.
A photo shoot with a comic, like it's a must.
Yeah. If you have to look all like serious and like those pictures that you have in college, not you personally, but people in general, where they're like cradling their guitar and looking all deep and mournful with it. I want one of those of you with Coda.
Yeah.
Yeah. We put it in black and white and make a proper thing out of it.
That'd be no. I just realized that with the combination of the pencil and the eraser I'm using, I'm like simulating as if I'm making brush strokes, which is kind of cool. Ah!
Bless you. You okay?
I sneezed.
I heard.
Into my sneeze.
Oh.
Apparently, Big Bang got in the Jeff Stokely variant cover and has immediately sold out of it through pre-orders. Like they only got a couple of them.
Big Bang?
Yeah.
Did they tell us about them? But they should have told us about them.
It's fine. It's fine.
Isn't that one of the ones we wanted?
Yeah, but that like it had already been pre-ordered and put on pull lists before I talked to JP yesterday.
Yeah, but still we need to know they're ordering those in.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I'm not. I wanted all the variant covers.
But yeah, it's you know when you have a belief and then something happens that kind of reinforces that belief. India and I always kind of say, if you're not sure what to do or like what to work on or what to put in your portfolio, make stuff that you love and show people that. And if that's what you fill your portfolio with, you're going to get hired based on things that you love making. It seems simple. A lot of people kind of, in the attempt to get hired on things, they'll try and fill their portfolio with the things that the people that are hiring them love. or want to see, and that's hard to get. But if you know what you like working on, work on it. Like
it's much better to put in what you love working on than it is to put on what the company wants to see, because still one will get you hired maybe over the other. On one of them, you're going to be employed to do something that you're kind of meh about for the next however many years.
Yeah.
Whereas for the other, you're going to be hired to do something that you love doing for the next however many years. It may seem like a good idea at the time, but like I can't stress enough that once you get into that job and you have to do it day to day to day to day, you may end up wishing that you'd held out for someone who was going to hire you for something you really enjoyed.
Yeah. So last year, when I was like learning kind of the ropes more about like comic coloring, I'd made the decision after working on North to try and pursue a career as a comics colorist. Like I was like, I enjoy this, and I enjoy color, and a lot of there's a lot of indications that this could be something that I could do. India had a back and forth with Marius. He had seen some of our art on Instagram, and they'd done an art trade where they both sent each other physical pieces. So I learned about Marius's great inks through India.
He's like one of my favorite artists.
And then he'd been working on a couple of books for Supergirl for DC, and he posted up, I think on Facebook or something like that, he posted up the inks that he'd done for a couple of the pages from the book, and I thought they were really, really cool. So for practice, I took the inks, I flatted them, and I colored them as I kind of saw them being colored. I used the approach that I saw Marius use on another book called Cannibal. I was trying to think along the lines of, what would Marius do on this? Like how would he kind of approach it? And through doing that, because India had already kind of made contact with him, he knew about me indirectly anyway, and I just sort of I just sent them to him, just like, I did this, I thought your inks were incredible, I wondered what you'd think of this. And seeing them, he was like, wow, okay, he was positive about it. He liked what I'd approached, the way I'd approached it. He liked what I was doing. And during that conversation, he sort of said, I'd quite like to work with you in the future. Would you be up for that? And I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. So that was around about March, April last year. And it wasn't until about November that I think Marius learned about this project, and he contacted me to say, Mike, I think I've found something that we can work on together. Would you be interested in working on this? And I was sitting in, I think it was Tokyo at the time. India had flunked on the bed because we just traveled that day, and I was sitting charging my laptop and stuff, so I was just making a cursory glance at messages that we might have missed while traveling. It's like, would you like to work on this? And I was like, yes. Yeah. So then roll on a couple of months to February, and that's when it kind of kicked off. And yeah, so three comic pages that I did that I loved working on led to this opportunity to work on something as awesome as this. I think it really shows that if you find something you enjoy, do what you love, and show people that you love it, they're gonna feel that. They're gonna feel that genuine care, and they're gonna reciprocate it. They're gonna want to work with you. Gonna want to. So that was a very specific thing. I showed the artist I really admired my stuff, and it's led to a very, very direct result. But I think the same thing can be said. If you show something that you're passionate about, it will shine through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the chat again. I rambled a bit. So I think saw there was a question about comic work, which I think I just sort of answered there. Where did it go? I'm sure there was one. Baggy heart, everybody, what's the name? What's the bird? What's the comic name? Where do you find freelance work, comic work? Is there something like a job website at Michael? There you go. There are forums for like coloring work. Like people will go and they'll tell you their budget and stuff, and you can find work through that. But I think a better place to kind of exist and show your work is Twitter for comics artists, because there's a lot of them on there. There's editors on there. There's people doing inks. There's people like showing just the day-to-day stuff they're working on. So I think like Twitter is a good source for finding the people who are making the things you like. That is constantly like it's a wheel that keeps turning. People say I'm looking for a colorist and put a tweet out. It gets retweeted. You can put your like, if you've got a strong link to a portfolio, send that to them. I still feel like I'm still starting out, so.
You haven't been at this very long.
Yeah.
I only decided he wanted to be a colorist for comics about a year ago, just over.
Yeah. So I don't know it all that well, but that's where all of my work so far has come. It's either been off Twitter or when I've been at conventions. I got some work from India doing an art trade of Glim to someone. They saw the book and they were like, "Who colored this?" And I was across the room and India pointed, and then I got some work from that. So going to conventions and Twitter is my current approach.
Yeah. Hey, Futa.
Hey. Rabbit says, so my idea is this video game I thought of yesterday. The concept is that there are 5 players of a jazz band who are killed mysteriously. So you play as their ghosts trying to find who killed them.
Oh my god, that sounds awesome!
You can play as any ghost, and each has with unique stats. For example, the drummer is like a tank, combining 2 or more ghosts for different stats. There's more to it than what I'm describing, but that's the gist. I think that sounds amazing.
That sounds so cool. I love the sound of that. Everyone's been going on recently about a game called, what is it? Monster Dating something? I think a Monster Prom Night or something. I haven't seen anything about it, but people seem to be liking that recently too. I am into ghost jazz musicians though. That combines some of my favourite things. Hardick says, very off topic, but I accidentally pressed a button in Toon Boom, which made it freeze for a while and then create 300 copies of a layer. What button was this? So I can never press it. And Aline, I use Grambler because a lot of stuff I animate I can't get onto my phone.
Oh, I've not used Grambler in a while. What I tend to do is no, I can't give you the. If you don't have a smartphone, I can't tell you what I do.
What do you mean? Why can't you tell them?
Well, Alan's like, it's helpful if when you don't have. It was helpful when you don't have a smartphone. So my method of getting around posting not photographs from my smartphone won't help because it involves the smartphone.
Right. Oh, I'll see you later, Ra. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Yeah, thank you. It's been fun. It's been really fun.
And Aline, yeah, Grambler does work for me, or at least it did last time I posted, which was about a year ago.
Maybe they've cracked down on it or something.
Maybe. I could try posting again. I have some animations I haven't put on my Instagram. Like, I still haven't put the Taz animated up. It's been that long since I posted.
So I generally just I use Discord to I paste the image that I want to post onto Instagram onto Discord, and then I use the Discord app to save the image to my phone, and then I just go through the usual Instagram.
Oh, that's why you keep pasting your pictures to me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, why does he keep sending me just pictures without saying anything?
That's why.
See, it all makes sense now.
I figured I said at the first image why I was doing it.
You might have. I just forgotten. My memory's really bad.
Let's see. I said. Oh. I said nothing.
You said nothing. You might have said something in real life, though.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I can't see.
How they use the Telegram to transfer files between phone and PC. It's the most up-to-date way. I like to just copy it down on a piece of paper. Hardic, like I will draw the drawing I see on the screen in a sketch pad and then I'll mail it to myself.
Authenticity is important in this day and age. Remember to save what you're working on.
Thank you, Trashbot. Telegram is a chat app. Oh, I thought you were just being facetious. And you were actually like, oh, I sent it to myself by Telegram.
Telegram is a chat app.
Why do they all have to call themselves after really old, outdated ways to communicate?
Maybe they got the patent or the copyright for it. Telegram.
This app is called Phonebox. This app is called Good Old Fashioned Mail. This app is called Fax Machine.
They make like an email client called Snail Mail.
Yeah.
All the furries use Telegram, says Tibbs. It sounds like...
How come?
Because it's all encrypted. I'm just guessing.
It's very fancy and fast. Ooh. And Miguel once lost 2 hours of schoolwork because they forgot to save. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. We've done similar things with animation, and it's not pretty.
You know what's the worst thing to lose? It's editing,
friends.
like video editing, because you just have to do the exact repeated steps again. It's not like if you lose a drawing, you can like have fun trying to recreate the drawing. Like editing is very. You've just done all the edits.
Too fun. I don't often have fun recreating the drawing. I'm often just like, I'm never going to be able to get this as good as it was the first time.
Well, there's that. Okay.
It has the ability to make and sell custom stickers, and there are a lot of furry stickers on there. Alright, huh.
I guess that makes sense.
Can I ask a question about furries? Being someone who could be considered elderly if it was 30 years in the future.
Elderly?
Mm.
Just ask. What are you beating your brushel at?
What am I beating my brushel at?
Yes.
Well, I'm beating my brushel at the fact that I'm not exactly sure what the term furries means.
Really?
Well, I know what it means, but I don't know to the extent at which someone could be called a furry. So I'm just going to ask.
You're a furry.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No, I'm not.
I don't know.
You see, that's what I'm confused about.
I think it's a fondness for anthropomorphic characters.
So I am a furry because I like Sonic.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm asking is, does furries refer to anybody who likes characters that are anthropomorphic? Or does it have to have a sexual edge to it, / be to the point where you're like dressing up as
there
furries?
you go. No. Furry, to become a furry, the initiation is. You have to identify as one.
And how would how do I know if I identify as a furry or not? If I'm not sure what a furry is.
I think you have to identify as an anthropomorphic character. So
oh,
a persona.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like you act or behave as a
that clears it up for me.
Anthropomorphic OC.
Yeah, you identify as an anthropomorphic character. Is that right?
Sappy was just like, where has this stream come to? No. Yeah, I think so.
When in doubt, check Urban Dictionary. The #1 source for accurate information.
What are you saying? No Doig actives. Oh shit! Stop talking bullshit. A lot of people just talked. I'm scared.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is many people believe that part of being furry partakes in the sexual side, but is that true or not? Because I'm like a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I love Rescue Rangers. I love watching all those shows. I really like drawing characters that are like have animal mixes in there, but there's nothing sexual about it for me. I don't really want to dress up or anything. I just really enjoy drawing those characters. I think they're really fun characters. Like, and I'm not sure whether furry just refers to everyone who's a fan of those kind of characters, or whether there has to be more to it than that. I've always been curious, but I've never outright asked before.
I think the sexual side of it is just the sexual side of it. It's not inherent into it. It's just a branching extension off of it.
Furries are people who appreciate anthropomorphic animals and identify as fans of such. Some of them engage in the wider furry community, others don't. So I guess I am a furry in a manner of speaking. It's just a shame that the term is so broad, and it has a lot of connotations with it that make the amount of which I am a fan of it seem more extreme than it is.
I like that Ali is just talking about Instagram.
She knows what she's after. You can watch anime without being an anime fan. And likewise, you can be an anime fan without necessarily obsessing over it, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm literally drawing a bear head on a woman. I don't know where I am on the furry spectrum. I don't really care.
I don't think you're doing it because you're like, oh yeah, this is what I like. You're looking at me like, are you sure?
I'm looking at you because of the way you said that.
Oh yeah.
I like the juxtaposition of the imagery. It makes me laugh.
When the term is used pejoratively, yes, it usually refers to a more excessive side of it, but isn't intrinsically bad. No, it's not intrinsically bad at all. Like, anyone who enjoys anything, you should be kind of free to do so without judgment, unless it's hurting other people. But anyone who likes something that's harmless to others should definitely just be allowed to do that without feeling like they're being judged by others.
What was your initial question? Just what is a furry?
Yeah, literally just
right.
What does that term refer to? Because I'm a little bit confused.
Gotcha.
I feel a little bit clearer on it now, though. Aline is still having problems with Grambler. I'm sorry, Aline. I wish I could help you. Yeah, Brady said it's just a big community. Like, most fandoms, it's got a tame side and the extreme side. I am sorry, Aline, that you do not seem to be compatible with Grambler.
Change your
Change your human settings.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it would be called.
Permissions?
Protocols? I don't know.
Change your protocols.
What is it called?
What is it you're trying to think of?
It's the kind of piece of software type thing that sits between two applications.
Buffer?
No.
Limbo?
No.
The dark space?
No.
Gosh darn it. Finding it hard to draw these arms.
Is it API?
Drawing arms in perspective is hard. Let it be known, let it be known.
What does API say?
It's super duper rough.
API, set functions and procedures that allow the creation of applications with access to features of data of an operating system, application, or other service. Kind of what I was going for. Ooh, Coupe de Renault like. Da, 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 da.
Ba 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 ba. Yeah, Tips, that's the main thing I think about when I see furries in like fursuits. Is it must be so hot in there. It must be so warm, all that fur.
It must be so hot. Bow chicka bow wow.
Ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
All that fur and all that mesh. I think, especially at a convention, I would completely overheat.
Maybe you can get like cooler packs or something in them.
Hugging fursuits is amazing. There's one that purrs. I mean, I was going to ask if it vibrates as well as purrs, but that sounds way dirtier than I meant it to. I just mean because, like, when you
cats vibrate.
Yeah, when you stroke a cat and it purrs, there's like this really nice, like little.
There's a little rumble.
It's really comforting.
Maybe you do.
That would be amazing.
Did you notice that Buffy has like 2 stages of purr?
No.
Yeah, she's got like the usual purr, but then she's got like a heightened, elevated purr when she's getting particularly scritched.
Oh.
It's like the used furry tech that's starting to appear. I think it's only in 2 or 3, and it's timed to the wearer's breath. Oh.
It's time to the wearer's breath. That's amazing. Like, to be honest, I'd probably just have it on something where you can just switch it on and switch it off.
I was at a con and one furry character didn't talk. It was all body language, but they were pointing at my heart on the table, and I wasn't sure if they liked it or if they wanted to buy it.
That's tough.
I guess if you were asking if they wanted to buy it, you could do a gesture where it's like you put one hand in front of the other and you switch positions as if you're making a trade.
I guess if they're just using body language, the onus is on them to make sure they're very clear. So if I were them, I probably would have held out money and pointed at it.
Oh, well. It was a stressful 15 seconds. I think they were just telling me they liked it as they walked off gleefully.
Ah, that sounds right then. There's a thing called Fur Blade. Oh, it's for cooling down fursuiters. I thought it was like some kind of...
There can be only one fursuit.
Oh, that would be sick. It's like those Dyson Airblade hand dryers, but person-sized.
Where does it go? Is it like... Is it built in? Or is it like... Oh, where does it go?
I remember we have a friend called Joel, and he used to work at, or he probably still does work at Sega Hardlight, but we don't anymore. Worked at Sega Hardlight with us, and he used to try and do like the best Christmas costumes every single year because we would have themed parties.
I know what you.
And one year, I think the theme was it space or was it Star Wars?
It was Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Star Wars versus Star Trek, and Joel came in like a full Jabba the Hutt costume, like the entire worm, and he had a fan like inside the butt of it.
Yeah, to keep himself inflated.
And it had like a little Christmas hat on. Yeah, and it inflated. And he was like wandering around in this thing, singing karaoke and stuff. But
didn't he like
inside the head, he'd written all the lyrics for the Christmas songs in Hutt.
Yeah.
So when it came to sing the Christmas songs, he sang the entire thing in Hutt.
Is that the language? I don't. Yeah.
Well, he's Jabba the Hutt, so I'm assuming, but I don't know.
Yeah, Jabba's language. It was so good.
So funny.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh, Bryony, if you remember that Twitter account, let us know. Because I love hyenas. They're amazing. I would love to see a big hyena costume.
Alan has lost all willpower.
Why so many steps? Can you please never propose filters to me again? Hashtag my ass. God, forget it. You can do it, Aline. I believe in you. Keep at it.
Suck it up.
You're almost there. If you're at the hashtag stage, Aline, it's actually more effort for you to quit than just to press the post button. So you can do it. We believe. I could try Googling it, Bryony. Maybe if I just Google amazing hyena costume, like I might find it.
For a minute there, Embleton was like, well, do I have news for you? Facebook might die. Brackets. No, it won't.
Aw. I hope it will. And never go on there anymore.
I noticed that every social media now has a new privacy rules update policy thing. Like everyone I've been on is like, we've updated our the way we manage your data. Please read. It's super legit. Because Facebook have been facing some heat about what they've done with the information they've stored about people. I think they've profited off it potentially, or like it's some sort of trial or thing is going on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like honestly, I just don't go on it because it's stressful.
I can't believe it's been running for like almost 10 years now.
Like I really like Twitter because I have a ton of artists on there, so my wall has just become like a giant inspiration wall every time I go on.
Mm-hmm.
But for Facebook, it's just full of just messages, and I'm just scared of them, so I've run away.
I have to go on Facebook now to
talk to
Matthias. Yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah. Bryony found it.
You did. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see another. I mean, mad now she needs to paint. Oh my gosh. Another amazing fairy tech thing was a DIY light up dance floor they made for Vernal Equinox, which not only reacted to people's steps, it had built-in multiplayer DDR and several other games. Is that fairy tech, or is that just like good tech for everybody?
For everyone.
Like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. Having like a disco dance floor, but with like a DDR thing built in. That's an amazing idea.
That's very cool.
Heck yes. It sounds like Aline is on the Instagram.
Sounds like she's about to kill the Instagram. I will destroy it. Made by furries? For furries.
But I want to use it too.
Embleton has Facebook chat integrated into their browser, so besides posting any updates on my artist page, I do not set foot on the Facebook cesspool. Interesting. I might look into that because I do not want to keep opening Facebook.
That's a good plan. I do still use Messenger, which is a Facebook messaging app on my phone, but that is as far as I go.
That's, yeah. Swift, do you do a lot of life drawing studies, or do you rather draw from imagination?
Oh, I do both. I draw a lot of gestures from places I find online. Like we found this really, really amazing one called, is it Draw This?
Yeah.
It's called Draw This. You can find it on YouTube. And every Friday they have a live model do poses, and the models are all really, really good. It's a great time. I can recommend that. Other than that, I use stuff like Sketch Daily or Quick Poses to do some fast life drawing. I used to do life drawing much more.
We used to go to
actual life drawing.
Yeah, like a class.
Real life drawing.
With a live
real
model.
life drawing.
Yeah.
But I also really love doing stuff from imagination because I think it shows you where your gaps are. Like life drawing trains you to fill the gaps, and drawing from imagination shows you where your gaps are. So when you're drawing from imagination, you're like, I can't get this pose to look right. Why does this pose not work? That's you finding a gap. And then hopefully reference will help you get through that. And thanks, Miguel. I'm just like storyboarding it out basically, just trying out some different compositions to see if it feels good and if it works.
How I use Opera. Okay, good to know. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah. Bear hair.
Bear hair. So what's everyone up to today anyway? What are you guys' plans? Can't believe it's Wednesday already.
Yeah,
we got invited to go to an anime night tonight.
Oh.
And I said that we might be able to make it. And now it's got to Wednesday, I know that we absolutely can't make it.
Right, okay.
Because I have way too much work to do. Which is a shame. I was hoping we might be able to make this one. But I was also hoping I'd be able to get the scene I'm currently working on done. Like Monday or Tuesday. And there's no way.
Yeah. Similarly, I've got 5 pages to finish up for Friday. And I kind of want to get them done over today and tomorrow. You got Zumba tonight. Alien's mad at just social media. I said yes twice already. Please do the thing and leave me alone.
Also, have a good lunch, Savio. See ya. So yeah, Zumba, that's cool.
Ooh, Patrick, what fan art are you working on? Sounds cool.
And Bryony, you could absolutely get some feedback on the stickers you posted. Let me just have a look. God, rabbit.
Where's that from?
I want it.
Where is that from?
He's put it onto a t-shirt with a t-shirt making program.
Really? Where?
Yeah.
Did he link it?
No, he just put the picture up. It's amazing. I want it. Oh my god, Elaine's little character is adorable as well on the Discord. Let me just scroll to the place. Bryony, where are you? Is it fairly far up, Bryony? I don't feel like you should see. Where have you put them, Bryony? I can't find them.
Rabbit says it's on his Redbubble.
Nice. Oh, Tips, that sucks. Well, we can maybe have an anime night, or at least a movie. I might have to work through it, but we could be all present.
I like that you made it the same colors that I was messing around with earlier. I was kind of trying to rip on the way that you color stuff as well. I love it.
And Miguel has a few sections of musical number for a local production to write. That's awesome. If he weren't completely burned out, he would have said that he might add a few more revisions to Majora. Sounds like you have a lot of stuff on. I'm sure it'll all be great though.
How much is a t-shirt off of?
Should be like €15 or something, I'm guessing. You would get a hoodie with it, Mike.
I could, yeah. $17.85. I'm tempted.
You could treat yourself.
Delivery express by 8th of May. Standard being 8 and the 11th of May. Slim fit, but that's. Oh wait, let's see. Large. Oh, it's still the same price. Cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, we got a like from Declan.
That's awesome.
Come warm your toast by a fire. Brian, you put the stickers on the feedback based chat.
Okay, so go have a look. Whoa! Okay. Check these out, guys. Aren't they beautiful?
Yes! Oh, they're so
Stickers
good.
inspired by Japan.
You have them up. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Let me check the framing.
Shiba Inu with some cherry blossoms. There's Kitsune in front of the Inari Gate.
That's so cool. I'm gonna look
There's
at
some deer from Nara in front of some of the pagodas. And there's some koi. These are absolutely beautiful, Barney. Feedback, jeez. That's difficult. Let me think. I think they are like all absolutely beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
Especially the koi and the Shiba Inu. I don't think I have any feedback on those two at all. Like, I think they're great. The feedback I would have on the Inari Kitsune one is that it may be. There's something about the composition where it feels emptier than the others, or kind of less well composed. I think maybe if you continue to sweep with the leaves a little bit more around behind him, then
that'd be cool, yeah.
It might feel nice. I was going to suggest that you maybe put some Inari shrines going off into distance, but I think that would complicate it way too much.
I think potentially the clouds feel a little bit like small and like placed to the top of the composition. If you had the clouds cross over and be slightly larger behind the gate, it'll create that impression of depth that the gate's in front of the clouds rather than being kind of under them.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
And maybe put a lighter coloured colour hold on the lines of the clouds, but that might be like an actual Japanese ink style thing, so it's your call.
But you could definitely do that because you've done that with the leaves here. So on the Shiba Inu one, so you could definitely do that on the clouds here. I would say continue the sweep of the leaves behind the kitsune a little bit. As for the deer one, I think this again is beautiful. I think the only thing I feel about this one that you could possibly change is, for some reason, the pagodas in the background to me feel a little bit chunky. I'm not sure exactly how you would fix that. So I think the blunt edges are part of the style. What do you think, Mike?
Which is part of the style?
Did you hear what I said?
No, sorry.
I was saying that to me the pagodas feel a little bit chunky.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how to fix it though.
Maybe if they had like a stroke around the outer edge, so they had like a defined silhouette line, darker, like a thick line, and then the interior details were kept the same. It wouldn't have to be like a dark outline, just
I like the stampy nature of it, that's nice. I think you might be overcomplicating it to put another line on it, because at the minute it recedes into background nicely, which brings the deer forwards.
Okay. I'm not sure then.
No, I'm not sure either. I think it's great though, these look fantastic. Like, I'm sorry that the feedback is so finicky, it's just that it's very hard to find anything definitive to tell you to improve about these. Because they're lovely.
Yeah. It's really nice to see as well because they're locations that we visited.
Yeah,
as well.
We recognise all these. Beautiful work, really beautiful.
I think Patrick sent us through like the fan art that they're working on. It looked like a One Piece one when I opened it briefly there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that looks like female Luffy to me.
It might be Nami wearing
Luffy's clothes.
Luffy's clothes, yeah.
That's beautiful. Wow, look at that background. I love those colours.
It's really nice. The sun is like shining on my screen, so I'm not getting the full impact of it, color and light wise. But I'm gonna have a look at this one later when the sun's not so harsh.
We started working in this new studio, and it's literally got windows all the way around the front of it, which means that the sun is literally always like right there.
Here's the piece we're talking about. That's really nice, dude.
It's so beautiful.
I don't recognize the crying cloud, so I've probably not reached that point in the story, but Thousand Sunny looks incredible. Oh, good job, dude.
Yeah, Rabbit, tell us what the project is, and we're happy to look at the designs for it. That'd be cool. Patrick says, yeah, it's Nami.
Yeah. We saw a couple of figurines when we were in, I think it was in Mandarake, in Tokyo, I think in the
Akihabara?
Akihabara. Yeah, the Akihabara one. And they had like a female Luffy figure that looked ridiculous. Rabbit's designs are posted in the feedback zone.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the project too, Rabbit, so we know what the designs are for.
I think it's the Ghost Jazz Musician one.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a game.
I might be getting.
I thought you were saying they had different stats and stuff.
Oh, Patrick, yeah, I definitely put that on Twitter.
Yes, do it. Twitter. If you don't immediately get exposure because you haven't posted much on Twitter before, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it's a slow build, but when it starts happening, it starts happening. And yeah, I definitely say Twitter's the best place for artists to be at the minute. Almost all of the jobs I've had in the past year have come from there. It's such a Twitter thing. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. It's actually really simple to use once you know.
Anything you should consider when entering the hashtags?
Using ones which are popular is good. So hashtag One Piece is probably a really good one.
Yeah, I think that's all you would need.
Hashtag digital art, maybe.
Yeah.
Or work in progress. We don't tend to use hashtags too much.
No, unless it's like I use hashtags to group things I'm working on together. So I use Bare Naked Ladies and Girl on the Glim. Or if we're doing something that's part of an established hashtag that's going on, like Cutie Saturday, or like if you threw that up for Cutie Saturday,
yes,
that would be a good.
That would be a very good shout.
Yeah, so if you wanted to wait to post it till Saturday,
or if it's a work in progress, like you can post a finished one or one with more progress on it.
That's true. Yeah, that's a fairly well-known hashtag for like drawing cute girls.
Yeah, that's one that Aaron Hansen uses. I also find that tagging people is normally better than using hashtags.
Yeah.
So, like if I were you, I'd be tempted to @ One Piece.
Yeah,
the One Piece franchise has a Twitter account.
Yeah.
But
careful
yeah, I
think people that you don't like. Don't @ them just for the sake of it. You know, like if you're doing a tribute to someone, maybe @ them to say like I really enjoy their work. That if you tag someone that's sort of like a bigger name, do it to help them, if it makes sense, rather than to help yourself. Like to point people at their work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, be careful essentially about just tagging people frivolously to get exposure. Like you want to always do work which is valuable to people.
Hard if you could start Cutie Saturday for cute boys. It could be Cutie Sunday.
Mm-hmm. I'd like that.
Yeah. Tib says Cutie Saturday doesn't have to be girls. I'm pretty sure it's open to all.
Oh, that's good. I think I assumed it was girls because I don't think I've seen anyone post boys on there. But I would be up for posting some boys.
Don't post too many hashtags. More hashtags isn't better.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, you'll just dilute your tweet.
Because you get so few characters when you're tweeting anyway, that using most of them on hashtags, you know?
Yeah. Like I don't think Twitter works on the same sort of principle hashtag wise as maybe Instagram or something like that does. Like it's more people based, I feel like. Like you will get retweeted and that is what will pick up the traction on it. Like every retweet you get will put it into someone else's feed.
Yeah.
And it bounces that way.
Best thing about Twitter too is just be sure to also retweet and support other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally if you just put good work up, then you're going to get a following.
Oh, also curious wise, how did you find our Twitch channel, Patrick? Was it just like random happen? Oh, is this you, Super Patty? I'm guessing that's you. Let's flood it with cute boys anyway, says Tibbs. Yeah, go for it. Ali, you did a mermaid. Awesome. Is that what you're trying to post? Is that where all the frustration is?
Trying to get your mermaid out for mermaid.
Oh, cool! You just checked the creative section. Awesome. That's super cool. I like that Twitch sort of works on the principle that like it sorts streams by how many viewers. So like if you have if you gradually build a number like concurrent viewers, you sort of get more and more noticed.
Yeah, me too. I'm distracted a little bit by hearing the bell of a cat come in.
Buffy.
Buffy. Buffy. Well, Patrick, no need to be shy.
We's cool.
Go and hang out with the goofs.
How is your Grumps going? Hello, Buffy.
It's going okay. I'll show it to you after the stream. You can tell me when you have any feedback.
Hello. Were you asleep? You look really grumpy.
Is she here?
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, you. Can you have a good nap?
Yeah.
She's not meowing.
No.
Because she's full of food and sleep, probably. You want a pet so bad, Bryony will give her a pet from you.
Oh, she's stretching.
Stretching.
And attacking the carpet.
The sound of a cat clawing the carpet.
Bryony's going for it. Bry's like, I want a pet so bad, but it's a shared running place.
Our fairy has the best tech. It purrs, it scratches things, it plays with toys, it eats. It's the most realistic of all fairies.
She's so cute.
Hey you, this is from Bryony. Have a pet.
I think Bryony meant more like she wanted a pet.
Oh, well, this is second best thing.
We'll pet the pet for you. Fueled by boredom. You are visible. Hello. How's it going? I think she is waiting.
Waiting for?
That's the move.
For food?
I don't, maybe.
Nah.
She is sitting in the sun now.
Maybe she's just enjoying the company in the sun.
Hey, Buffy. Buffy, 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 Buffy. Look, this is being warmed by the sun. Look how comfy this is. Look how comfy this is. Come on. No? You just doing your own thing. That's cool too. Okay.
We should head off though because it's nearly 9:30 and we are going to head off at 10 to go and get Coda from the comic book shop. Mike is going to go and see a book which he's worked on the shelf. He's going to pick it up and buy a book which credits him for colours.
Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hopefully it printed okay.
It's a big milestone.
That's my biggest worry.
Yeah, in fact you should say why to people.
Why I'm worried about it printing good?
Yeah.
Nah.
Are you sure? I think it's interesting.
Yeah. It's always like an unknown how something's going to print, and it's like being completely out of my hands. So I'm keen to see how the colours hold up in print.
There are other reasons though, right?
Yeah.
Why are you being so shy and coy?
It's just the difference. We usually work in CMYK when you're working for print, but we were working in RGB and
So
converting at the end.
Yeah, so he's nervous about how it's gonna look. So it's gonna be interesting to see like whether that's had an effect or not. Hopefully it won't have, and it'll look great.
So it's just like, wait, people get credited for colors like on the cover? Some colorists do get credited on the cover.
Any colorists I work with will get credited on the cover.
I'm not on the cover of this one. I'm in the inside leaf.
Yeah, different companies do it different ways.
Yeah.
Most times the colorist and the letterer aren't credited on the cover, but are credited on the inside page. And only the artist and the writer are credited on the cover. However, I do think that everyone should be credited.
I think so too, yeah. Like, credits on the front cover are often a way to sell the books rather than to credit. Yeah, it's like these names are on the cover so that if someone sees the names and recognizes them, they're more likely to pick it up. Like, they're more like beacons than.
But in that way, I feel like when you have a name on the cover, you're saying that this is a person you should pay attention to because of that reason.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great thing to have your name on the cover.
Yeah.
And no one who's already on the cover is going to lose any publicity from having more names on the cover.
I mean, if you look at Girl in the Glim, the way that we decided, or like you were comfortable with putting names on the cover, it actually goes India Swift and Michael Doig. Where so when people are talking about the book, they talk about it as yours and my book. I still consider it more yours because like Glim is the thing that you wrote and drew. But that's the power of communicating names on the cover can do.
Yeah.
Fueled by Boredom asks, where can I see finished animations you've done, Swift?
Oh, let's see. Sorry, I was just playing it through. You can see them. I have some on my Instagram, but mainly this YouTube channel is the best place to see them, I guess. We have an animation section, I believe, and we posted the animations that we finished up in there.
Let me just link that to you.
You can also see my work on such series as Wander Over Yonder.
Yeah.
Danger Mouse.
Yeah.
What else did I work on? The new series of Equestria Girls, which is, I think, a web-only thing. The Little Pet Shop. But my hand-drawn stuff is the stuff that I really like.
That went weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, Mike. I don't know what you've done.
I used like the less than symbol, and I guess it must have some sort of markup associated with things. That's weird. Does the URL still work?
Oh, there's a show reel as well, actually, on the YouTube, which will have a variety of different stuff on it. It's a little bit old now, but still
good.
Yeah. The last year's been a little bit slower, or rather the last 6 or 7 months has been a little bit slower animation-wise because I've had so much freelance work on, and I'm not allowed to show any of that yet.
Are you able to show the thing that you worked on last summer? Yeah.
Link?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope so. I could ask Naz.
Yeah.
I'll ask my project director whether I'm able to share it yet.
That'd be good to put up.
Yeah, I'd like to see that finished as well because I didn't do the cleanup on that, so it's always interesting to see whether your scenes are made better by cleanup or whether it's not been great cleanup. Yeah.
Also, the thing you did for Brown Bag, is that done out yet?
Oh my gosh. Yes, Miguel, that would be fantastic, by the way. Sorry, Mike, just in my animation I have Aaron, like, in his rage, he, like, slams the cello and the double bass down, and Miguel's saying that I'd be happy to put the sound of those instruments breaking. Yes, that would be fantastic, thank you.
That'd be so cool. My monitor just switched itself off.
I'm sorry, Mike, what did you say?
Did it just overheat?
I think you asked me something.
The storyboard you did for the animatic you did for Brown Bag is the animation.
Oh.
Is that out yet?
I don't think that is out yet.
That's insane. That was like nearly a year ago.
I know, it's just, I think the animation for it's finished. I just think it's not released yet.
Yeah.
And until it's officially released, we can't show anything. But I will show you guys these things when they're out for sure. Like we'll let you guys know because it'll be exciting for me too. That was my first storyboard work.
Yeah. And just the last question, because we're gonna
have to run.
We're gonna run. But the way that we dual stream is we use a software called OBS Studio to arrange the screens. So this one here is actually a Windows capture from Skype. So India is Skype calling me and sharing her screen. So I position that. I don't know what I'm moving, but I position that here, and then it's just streamed from one computer out to the world.
So essentially, we use Skype, and I screen share to Mike, and he uses that window as a capture.
Yeah.
In OBS. And then we have one mic, so it just sits between us, and we talk, and it picks it up. Sometimes well, sometimes it's a little bit muffled because it's not directly pointed at either one of us.
No.
But it seems to work okay.
It's better now. Like it's actually between us now.
In our last flight, it used to be behind us.
Brian is like, oh my god, is that how you were dual streaming? Yep.
Yeah, savvy. Who did you learn that from?
I think that was Donnie Dunkelton. He was streaming with Renee at one time, and I was like, oh, that's super clever. We do sit next to each other.
Yep, high five.
And Rita Gatto says, hey Andy, I've been checking the Goblin summer course. I noticed that you attended it as well. Would you say it's worth it?
Now, I did go in 2012, so that's a really long time ago. So it might have changed a lot since then. I would say it was absolutely worth it, but I wish that I'd taken advantage of it more. If you decide to go, be sure to interact with your classmates more. Ask lots of questions of your tutors. Get as much knowledge while you're there as you can, because when I went, it was only 2 weeks, and you really want to make the most of that opportunity. It's from what I know when I was there, it was very self-directed. It was very like the thing is open to you, and you go and you do the work you want to do every day.
Oh, okay.
And that, I think that threw me through a loop a little bit. I think I felt a little bit aimless. And because of that, I don't think I took as much advantage of the people who were around me as I could have.
Oh, interesting.
Because I felt like I just had to kind of get on with stuff and try and prove myself, make something cool looking to impress people.
Right.
But I should have been interacting with people more, asking questions, showing people thumbnails, doing lots of fast, quick experiments, asking for feedback on them.
That's an interesting take. Yeah.
Because I was left on my own, I felt a lot of pressure and was scared to show people things because I felt like I was bothering them.
And you felt the pressure to perform almost.
Yeah. Whereas just go, don't have an ego, have fun, do lots of very fast things, and show people your stuff all the time and ask for feedback because that's what you're paying for. And I was like, oh, I don't want to bother them. But it might have changed since I was there, you know?
Yeah.
But I'd say it absolutely was worth it. The tutors really knew what they were talking about. The lectures they did, I learned a lot from. There were only a couple of lectures on the one I went to, but I learned a lot from them. And some of the friends I've made going there, like they're doing such inspiring, amazing stuff. And I love the fact that I can talk to them and I know like where they're at, what they're up to.
I'm just laughing at Tibbs because he's like, now run guys, great stream, love you all, bye.
It was a great time though, I would absolutely recommend it, 100%. And France is beautiful.
And with that,
thank
you so much for all the questions and company and excitement and cats on all of your faces.
It's cats on your face. It's been a good morning. We're going to go and get Mike's comic book from the store and geek out about it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back and do lots of hard work, as usual. Everybody have an awesome day. Best of luck with everything that you're doing and all your projects.
Yeah, catch us tomorrow if you want. Feel by boredom. We'll be around the same time, and if you want to ask us Grumps stuff, we'll answer it then. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
And
may the rest
of your day
be filled with adventure. Bye bye.
Bye bye now. Bye.